What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and today I am in the land of the chocolate, the beer, the beef stroganoff. I mean the beef cuticle. What? Where am I? Stouflés. I'm in Belgium, bitch.
Let's go, man.
Welcome to Belgium, you guys. Yeah, I brought you here first, mother sucker.
Yep.
Yeah, and guess who brought me here? Anthony Rizze. He's the most famous Belgian YouTube reactor of all time. Currently, he holds the belt. He holds the crown. And don't let him get over here and be freaking humble. Because I said this in a reaction. He's like, bro, and we looked it up, and it's true.
Yeah, but the way you're saying it every time, I'm like, man. I appreciate it.
Go Belgium or go home.
I'll thank you. See, we as men don't get flowers, so whenever it's given, I'm gonna just say thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, buddy. Hey,
you liking your stay here?
Yeah. Other than we have construction workers. They're upstairs. If you hear them, just go ahead and give them a shout out. Shout out to all the blue collar.
I planned out this spot right here. I had no idea they were gonna be working next door.
It's not your fault, homie. Know what I'm saying?
Hey, if there's any sound, noise, my bad, but I didn't know.
It ain't me. If you hear some sounds. Anyways, you guys, we're going to introduce him to a Fortunate Son by Creedence Clearwater Revival. You're familiar with Creedence, right? A little bit?
Yeah, while they're doing a beatbox battle next door, it is I Put a Spell on You, which originally I heard Angelina Jordan, and then I did the original. I prefer the original. Because it's just, cause you're mine, like fire.
Yeah.
And then, what's the other one? I heard it through the grapevine, which is also a banger.
Yeah, that's also a cover though.
Oh.
This might be the first original song you hear.
Wait, they're both Oh shit.
I Put a Spell on You. I'm pretty sure that's a cover. I don't think that's their original. Because I heard Etta James do I Could Put a Spell on You. I actually thought it was her song.
Is that Nina Simone?
I get confused sometimes. I got to look at it.
Is that Nina Simone? No, Nina Simone is Feeling Good.
We can look it up.
No. I'm very sure. Nina Simone is I'm Feeling Good.
Okay.
Da-da-da.
Yeah,
which is also a banger.
I could be wrong, but like I heard it through the grapevine because of the California Raisins commercial. And I don't think it's their original song. Maybe it is, but I did a reaction to that too.
Okay.
Long story short, this is about to go down. You guys, so you never heard Fortunate Son though? That was the premise.
I've heard two songs. They're both on my classics channel. So
I noticed this, you guys, with like Southern rock or like Americana type of rock. My homies from outside of the country, a lot of times, even if it's classic and it's really big, they haven't heard it. Now I was humming to him. I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? And you've heard that.
Yeah, that rings a bell.
That's them.
Okay, that's this song or not?
No, it's not this song, but that's them. That's like, in my opinion, their biggest. So then I know
three songs. I've reacted to two. See, my dad probably played that. Yeah. My dad. I didn't mean to point at you. That's rude.
It's all good.
I'm out here doing this to him in his face. I didn't mean to do that. I've noticed it.
He's like, yo, my dad.
See, my dad, man.
Anyways, all right, let's get this thing started, you guys. If you're here for a first-time reaction to Fortunate Son by Creedence Clearwater Revival with my good friend from Belgium. This is actually English is a second language, y'all. This is going to be fun. Anyways, like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's get this thing going. If you want to support the original content on the channel, that's awesome. I have another channel, Pegasus vs. the World. Over there, I do commentary. Over here is where we do all the music and the music reactions. On this channel, we do have a membership that gives you access, early access to the reactions. If that's something that would interest you, link in the description. Let's not go too crazy here. Please feel free to go to Creedence's official YouTube channel or stream their music. We always want to support the original content creator. What we do isn't a substitute. And let's get this show on the road. Anthony Ray, man, I'm going to put him on here. We're going to check out Creedence Clearwater Revival. This is Fortunate Son.
When the band plays, hail to the
was born in the wrong country and the wrong era. Bro, you know, I love this shit. I love this shit. Bro, I could only imagine like driving in America somewhere in the South in a fucking box Chevy, bumping this a couple decades ago when it came out, man. Y'all living the life, man. Got a Marlboro in the one hand, Jack Daniels in the other. No, I mean, no, we don't drink and drive, of course. No, don't do no. But the Marlboro, yeah. Oh man, that's such a badass time to be alive. Then listening to this coming out, I can't imagine. Some of you guys watching did that. I don't know, maybe not a box Chevy, but I don't know. I just think of box Chevys when I think about America a lot of times. Yeah. Box Chevys, man.
It's crazy because jealous. What you're saying aligns
Fire.
With. This is nostalgic, and it does bring in that classic Americana vibe, that vintage Americana vibe. Absolutely. It's almost like these posters, you know, these iconic posters where you see a picture of something and you're just like, oh, that represents a time period. You know, like the cover of a Time magazine at this special moment. That's what this type of music does.
Like the Beatles album cover.
Yes.
Where they're walking that famous street.
Yes.
Yeah, that like that, for example.
Yes. And so this is also why I chose not to do... There's a little music video they recently put together and put this song over. And I was like, no, because... yesterday, and this is a surprise. If you got this far in the reaction, you guys, this is a very special surprise. I'm going to be doing something on the channel called Inside the Reaction, and I actually had to sit down with Neil Giraldo, Rock Hall of Famer, guitarist, producer, creator, songwriter, with and for Pat Benatar. So I have some crazy stuff about, but he said something so prolific in the interview and profound. He said that he believes MTV killed music in a sense. And this was what he said. He said the videos took away your natural interpretation. Like what you just told me was an interpretation, how it made you feel, where it put you. And he said that when you put a video to it, that puts you there without you being able to have your own interpretation.
See,
I thought that was wild when he said that. I pushed back a little bit too, because I said, hey, but couldn't the video also make it more powerful? You guys.
But it takes away imagination.
Yes.
An interpretation from the viewer or listener.
It takes away from the storyline that you create in your own brain with your own thoughts and memories and different things like that.
This is interesting because when I do reactions, I say this too on my live streams. When there's a music video, cool. But I'm not here for music videos. I'm here to listen to the song and just... Sometimes I'll be doing a music video reaction and I'm looking down because I'm listening.
Yeah.
And people are like, man, you ain't watching the video. I'm like, who cares? The video is just... It complements the song.
Yes.
I don't care about the video, man. I'm trying to hear to hear what the song is about.
Unless you're rocking with someone like Ren, who's including visual artistry.
But that dude, that's damn near theater what he does sometimes. You know,
absolutely.
Like it's absolutely. But if it's just like a guy driving the road, like I explained, okay, cool. But the song is what, and with these classic songs like these, the music is what it's about, really.
Yeah.
The neighbors are loving it too. This song.
It's crazy that he just started knocking like that. Let's go. He's like, yo, let's go.
The neighbors rocking with. They're like, turn it up, fire, Credence.
Hey man, let's rock.
I ain't no millionaire son, no. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one, no. Yeah, some folks inherit star-spangled eyes. Ooh, they send you down to war, no. And when you ask them how much should we give, ooh, the only answer, more, yo. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no military son. It ain't me.
Hold up.
It ain't me.
What is he saying? So he talking about the war. So he talking about, in the beginning, he says the American flag, right? Being a patriot and stuff like that. And but then now he's talking about, oh, they'll send you to war. You ask how much should I give? They say more. And I don't know what he said after that.
I play
Like
it.
trying to be hold up.
I ain't no military son.
Ooh, they send you down to
He said military son, I believe, in that.
Military son?
Yeah, I believe so.
He said, I ain't trying to be that, is what he says. Okay. Interesting perspective. So what, John Fogerty, I'm seeing that name
John
here.
Fogerty, yep. I think that's how you say it. I don't know.
Oh,
John Fogerty.
I have no idea. This name rings a bell. I don't know from where.
He's the singer.
He's
the
a singer?
Here. He's the lead here. And so like they have a sound signature, but it's his voice is like the sound signature. They have, you know, so if he got another band and took his voice, it just sounds like that. So I want to highlight this because I don't want to gloss over this because this is important. So there's an anti-war sentiment here.
Yes, absolutely.
And you're picking up on that.
Of course.
Did you want to talk about that? I just didn't want to gloss over and start talking about his name because you were on to something.
Oh, so
or I could
this
bring
is
some
what,
points,
70s?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes. You want me to look it up?
Is that the hippie period where there were like
hippies were the 70s and the 60s?
Was it Make Peace or Make Love Not War?
When did Creedence release Fortunate Son?
Because the 70s is 2 decades before I was born.
Yeah, 1969.
Oh,
so this is right in the heat of it.
Damn. What war is happening around this time?
The anti-war sentiment, I believe, was about Vietnam at that time.
Vietnam?
Mm-hmm.
The Vietnam War was happening during that time?
Yeah, I forget when it started exactly. Hold
yeah,
on real quick. I'll just get the definitives. When did the Vietnam War start and end? So we have all definites. So it started in 1955 and ended in 1975. That's earlier. I thought it was. I honestly thought it started in like the early 60s. I didn't even know it started in 1955. That's crazy. 20 years.
Damn. 20 years is a really long period because World War I and World War II were not that long.
Bro. That's what I'm saying.
It's like 5-6 years or something normally. That's a long period. I didn't know that. I don't know too much about the Vietnam War.
And this is what that's what this whole song is about.
Isn't it crazy how the political situation and war and everything basically made this song?
Yeah, well, yes.
That's why we have this.
And yes. And what's funny is like the undertone sentiment, the Fortunate Son is the rich people's kids, the senators, because they never get sent to war. That's what he's saying. That's what he's connecting in all of this.
I like that, the substance behind it.
Yeah.
See, I knew there was a message behind this. I could pick it up when he started talking about the American flag, blues, the stripes, and he was talking about it.
Yeah,
and then,
you caught up. You were like, patriotism?
Yeah,
aren't they at war?
I'm hearing it.
And the reason I decided just to drop it is because you guys, he's not American. So American culture, the wars, the patriotism, he's not privy to that as much as, you know, your own culture. In a sense, you see it, but it's like, I'm there. I'm like, oh, this is about this, like and you know, these are conversations. I was talking with Esh earlier, you know, about I think in the Netherlands, I'm talking about like kind of like a draft. Like this is the draft, meaning like you have like, oh, we're in wartime, you got to go to war, and then like out here they'll have like service where it's like, oh, you're, you know, this citizenship, you have to serve this many years no matter what type of thing. So it's relevant today as well, especially with all the nonsense popping off in the world right now.
That's crazy. It ain't me, he said. I'm not a fortunate one.
Yeah, they'll send my ass to the front lines. And then he talks about them sending more and more because it's not their children. It's not their family members dying in the battlefield, in the front lines.
That's crazy, because think about how many veterans right now are on the streets that served during that time. Don't
get into it with me for America, bro, because like we got all these veterans in the street that aren't being taken care of. They don't have health care. Then they would give I can't talk about, like on this channel I actually stopped talking about this stuff because music brings people together.
Yeah.
But I do have a little bit of angst because right now, let's just say this without me getting super political, certain resources go out and the resources don't go to our veterans or, you know, American citizen populations that should be cushioned a little more, I believe.
So, look, this is my opinion as a Belgian citizen. I think a country should prioritize their own needs.
Sure.
And then look at the other countries and stuff. I mean, there's always a balance or something, but if your own veterans are just being discarded,
Yeah.
there's something really wrong with the system. That's what I think, and I mean, be it political or not, that's just what I think. We got these veterans suffering. They got PTSD. They got all these traumas and everything. They're not being taken care of.
And in America, I see resources allocated to so many different endeavors, and it's just like that. It's incredibly, to me, it's incredibly irresponsible and dangerous to not take care of your vets and certain parts of society. And I'll just leave it there. But our government and that's the thing, they'll allocate resources to so many different factions in America, and then put, you know,
I do think
little bread.
You said like you wanted to, you started to steer away from mentioning it every time. I think it's important to just speak your mind and just say what you think, what you believe is true, because in a way this is adding to the reaction, but this is making us talk about this. Yeah, this is what sparked this conversation. So it is related to the topic at hand. So I think stuff like that should be said.
So as we get into this topic too, it's very ironic that what they're saying is like, I'm not the fortunate son, right? Like, I have to go to this war, right? And then when you get back from the war, how are you treated? Whether it be by the people who didn't want you to be, because in America, a lot of the vets got spit on because everyone was anti-war in the hippie nation. So they're spitting on the vets who went and fought. And then it's like the vets don't even get certain things that they, you know, need to actually thrive. And some vets get taken care of at some capacity. But, you know, I see a lot of this stuff. I live in Colorado Springs is a military city, bro. It's one of the biggest military cities in our nation. Because we have Schriever Air Force Base, Peterson Air Force Base, Fort Carson Army Base. We have NORAD, and we have Air Force Academy, all in Colorado Springs, all in the city I live in. So sometimes I'll go work out at my boxing gym, and I walked into this old brother who's kind of limping, and we're walking on the treadmill. And he's like, yeah, I'm just waiting to see if they're going to cover me. I was like, what do you mean cover you? You're a vet, bro. He's like, yeah, but I got to wait to see if they can see me for. I'm like, so, you know, I have lived experience and I see it. So I just feel a lot more passionate about it than maybe the average.
100%, bro.
So
if the government doesn't give a damn, the people need to. I mean, the government should, but it ain't the case. It's just weird. And I don't speak about this topic a lot because I'm not an American citizen.
Sure.
I can't relate to when people say stuff like, oh, it's like this in America. Only thing I can do is listen and be like, oh, I see, and take in other people's perspective and learn as an outsider looking. I know I'm an outsider.
Yeah.
I am not an American citizen.
Sure.
I know that. Right. But it's still, you know, you could still have an opinion. But my opinion is basically that, like, it doesn't make sense that these people that fought for their country, sacrificed so damn much, get treated like that. Just doesn't make sense anywhere in the world. Right. I mean, yeah,
it ain't me. It ain't me. You guys, this was a first time reaction to Fortunate Son by Credence with Anthony Ray. I'm going to link him in the description. He has a dope reaction channel, does more modern stuff, but he also has a classic channel where he's learning about a lot of the stuff that we're reacting to here. So go rock with him if you be so kind. But anyways, I hope you guys had some fun, and look out for a lot of the new stuff coming to the channel, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace out.
Peace.